LeBlanc getting buffed on this patch, we were like, how long are we going to have to wait to see the LeBlanc? Well, we don't have to wait long at all. We get Faker's LeBlanc, and it looks like the Shy is going to hold on to the Varus.
Than any other day.
Honestly.
Right, Rookie taking so much damage here as there's the snare, the flash forward, but it's all a bait. Faker, can he actually still get the kill as he does get the passive proc, and that's going to help keep him safe, but Mako still wants to take him down. This Nautilus is so scary, and he flashes to try and lock him down. The distortion, not enough, and first blood to Mako. Now Owner is making his way, and his carrier is looking to try and punish this big daddy as he makes his way. First time, Silas.
I think that's what we were supposed to do today. I think that's what today is about.
Yeah, we were just, it was Unk broadcast,
yeah,
right?
Today.
So we're allowed.
Today is History Day.
Well, there is that distortion being utilized. It's a fair bit of damage, but now everyone is being called in and they slam Rookie into the ground. Some grubs should come on through for T1 afterwards as well, but man, Blinken, you missed it. As Rookie is just dead.
That's everyone who has an ult used their ult on Rookie. Carrier didn't because he's only level 4, but everybody
he pressed R though, Kobe. You best believe he pressed R.
He pressed R for sure. He's with you.
Oh my goodness. All right. But it will still be IG utilizing the fact that they didn't press as many R buttons to take 2 of these grubs. One of them did go over to T1. As a result,
early trade.
I also feel like there might be a Sundered Sky coming in, and that may be even the bigger issue. As here's the kitchen sink falling from the sky.
Ash Arrow, Ornn Ultimate, they all collide at the same time. Honestly, kind of impressive that Faker still was
buttons that just hit you.
I want to do an investigation and see like what was the actual time difference between each R button press. As Dorian's got some visitors.
Well, he is also going to call in his friends, but it's going to be too late, and now Owner might be in an awkward position, still able to get the kill on a Mako, who unfortunately had turret aggro in that play. So a 1-for-1 will be the result, but the Shy able to push this wave in and also possibly put some pressure on this turret, utilizing the Ziggs. Is Owner going to move on over? And only throws out a Duskbringer. So that's all she wrote for T1's defense, and that should be first turret going over to IG.
That was really nice answer from Owner. You know, lays down the Q right before he arrives with his ultimate, and with the Gala down here to the bottom side, so I think they do want to fight it. They're not going to give it to T1 for free. Yep,
Faker looking for a flank, but he is spotted on vision. Rookie with the Enchanted Crystal Arrow already prepped.
Doran can't come though. This is 4v5 guaranteed.
Yep, Wei couldn't get on in there as the flash is going to be employed. Depth charge comes down, but he creates so much distance, and all the buttons go entirely wide. They were thrown after Faker. He lands the chains, and IG just kind of left confused with no T1 to fight. To be absolutely fine. Hawkshot going to give some vision over to T1 as Gala takes some damage from the volley. Double flashes employed. Mega Inferno Bomb goes down. There's a Grand Starfall, but the instant wild growth is fantastic. Paranoia comes in, but still Owner is taking so much damage. The flash from Rookie is able to shut him down, and now the Shy looking for Doran. He's tanking up the turret, and he's happy to do so as IG. They slam T1 on multiple fronts.
IG are popping off. They want to send us to Silver Scrapes. They want to send us to a 5th game, Atlas.
They may just do it if they keep playing like this, as IG now looking to take more plates. It is sub 14 minutes for another 8 seconds. So they might be able to get another one here as now Rookie in trouble. Gumayusi.
I'm getting out of here.
All right, we're fighting again as now Carrier in a bit of trouble. Does have to put his wild growth on cooldown as the darkness is going to come in, but Carrier already dead. Owner able to put himself in a great position though, as the Pantheon will be the answering kill, but Rookie on the top side of the map means that Gumayusi cannot play the game. He's taken out, but it's a 1-for-1, and now it's T1 trying to fight back. This time the Ram is going to connect as the Ziggs satchels himself out and burns to death as Owner's red buff gets it done. Now Mako not going to be able to do anything. The anchor is cute, but I think that Faker will be able to finish this one off, and T1, they're going to be able to fight back.
Atlas, this is peak League of Legends. It's backwards. We're back to action, baby.
Yep. Carrier just out of the death chamber and might just be put back in it here as the Glitterlance not quite enough, and Wei will be able to put him down. Faker looking for a bit of a recall here, but Rookie might be able to find him. Faker able to distort his way out. will be able to keep himself safe, but still, Rookie denying the back angle, and it's more turrets going down for the Ziggs. Man, I'm looking over here, I can see Orcs.
Oh, they're going for the Shy!
Left as they are looking for the Shy. Can they find the Fear? And they will be able to do so. This time, the Shy doesn't have a lot of that funny business available. He's doing a lot of damage, and now the Cavalry is going to come in as he bought enough time to allow IG to capitalize on this one. As Paranoia just to buy the space, and we'll see whether it works. He looks to turn as they take down Gala, and Owner is still alive. He survives through it all, and Wei is going to fall at the same time. The knock up on Mako, he's dead, and T1. Oh my God, Owner, you are an absolute gem. And now the Dragon going to be secured here. That is going to be the second going over to T1. Now surviving at the end is absurd because, like, do you just get the Paranoia damage down? Your job is done. Great play. The fact that he lived is just absurd. As the Shy has killed a lot of minions. As we're seeing here, the Rift Herald is going to be employed in the mid lane. And now Paranoia comes down yet again. The Shy in trouble once more as the Ram, looking for the knock-up, will be able to find it. The arrow from downtown connects from Gumayushi, and Faker is now able to close in as well. The Grand Skyfall comes in, the Mega Inferno Bomb, not quite enough as Owner just barely limping away. And now the fight is going to continue. Mako trying to throw out the CC. The Satchel's good as Gala's bouncing bombs aren't quite connecting. T1 still not able to quite find the fight, and now the re-engage from Mako as Faker is going to get executed, but Gumayushi's the problem. He flashes to create the space, and Gala, they've been ignoring him this whole time. Finally, they're going to move over as he runs out of mana, takes down Carrier, but he will die as a result. And Doran is
load with the Ashe.
And Rookie just couldn't make his way back in again, so Gala kind of left out to dry. Now the Otacon has been started by IG. This has been a point of contention for this team. We'll see whether they can make it work this time around here in Game 4. Man, this is feeling like they're throwing the gauntlet as now the Paranoia comes down. Doran finds a huge knock-up, and the AoE is massive. The wild growth absurd by T1, and their team fighting is just too good, ladies and gentlemen. Gala keeping himself alive, but there are too many people here. Rookie finds the clone of all things, but the Otacon will stay up. And T1 did lose two in the process. Can Rookie do it? Can he be the hero? But he cannot.
Doran back in. Faker and Carrier are flanking them. There's the teleports coming in. It's actually answered here by IG as well.
Oh, Gala gets executed. Faker finds him in the brush. He thought he was safe, and honestly, so did we, because there wasn't the vision as Doran slams his head into the wall, but he is so incredibly tanky. The flash out from Carrier to avoid the re-engage as Rookie is doing a fair bit of work. Doran doesn't have damage himself, and now the Shy has made his way in. It's another hook connecting, but Owner is also respawned. Ladies and gentlemen, Doran will be dying in this fight, but yeah, we have Paranoia coming up very, very soon. And the Ashe Arrow is 8 seconds away. I do not think it's Otacon time. Please let me breathe.
No way, buddy. Let's keep the action going. T1, they approach, they fire.
As Gumayushi's going to find it, and Rookie's going to get punished once again. It's being in a brush that's going to be their downfall, and it's Carrier that's able to get the last hit, but Gumayushi is kiting like a madman. Another wild growth. And
they find the engage. Guma here with the Ashe Arrow re-engages, sets it up, and the Otacon this time will be the final prize.
They're going to be able to pick it up here. It's 23 kills to 13.
I like those numbers.
Oh, it's absolutely ridiculous. A bloodbath here in our game number 4 between T1 and IG, but IG are circling the drain now.
Fight, because we're
moments
away.
This is the thing. I am not convinced that T1's going to win this game yet. Right now, everything is pointing towards that being the likely outcome. But you best believe
they're
I will
another
not be
fight,
baited into expecting something, as the arrow is going to stop the back from Wei, and now he's trapped. He's not going to be able to escape. He doesn't have the Grand Starfall, and now the jungler is going to be dead at 23 minutes and 50 seconds in the game. The Baron is up in a minute's time, and Wei is not going to be able to get into position to try and get vision down.
Is Guma Hawkeye? Has he missed Ashe Arrows? It's on screen, so he'll kill some towers.
We'll see whether the champions will come on screen, because then T1 will try to kill them.
That can actually do that one more time and actually take down Carrier, punish the no flash.
Good spell shield there from Ona. Gonna deny the hook in as Faker Distorts his way back again. The knockup going to go wide from Doran, who flashes away. Now the Ram is going to show his teeth, but that's a brilliant stasis to come on through. Ona goes in. He survives for so long, way too long. Wild Growth comes in, and it's Gumayushi with the damage. Why is this Nocturne still alive? Ona, you absolute monster. The inner turret's going to go down, and I think this is the end of IG, and T1 putting the end to the LPL has started early this Worlds.
T1 will have every member alive to assault the IG base. Scala trying to defend, but it's no use.
And the Ziggs that was their Achilles heel is finally going to be taken down as T1 will make it to the Swiss stage to defend that World's title.
Well, we certainly ended the series with quite the banger.